Mary Ellen,
Hello, hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
And yourself?
do you mind if I find out who this is? Somebody's been calling
No.
over and over.
Go.
Hello? Yes. About that. Okay, sorry. No, that was actually a representative not able to put her order in, but she called me repeatedly, like 5 times in a row when I was on my live and I couldn't answer. So I wanted to see if it was like, I don't know, my mother or something, you know, where my mother is.
Right.
Okay, so did you come on to see Facebook espionage, or did you have some specific thing you'd like me to work on?
Anything is good with me.
Oh, awesome.
Because, I was just on You're Alive with Molly.
Yes.
And it was kind of like kicking me in the head because I am one of those who's hot and cold.
Oh,
Hot and cold.
that's
And
hard
you
way to
said
make progress. Yeah.
better to be mediocre across the, I've never heard that before, Lisa. Thank you.
You almost would be better to be mediocre
Well,
than hot and cold. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I think I'm not sure if this is the reason why, but I think what happens is on during the cold part, I don't know how you get an attitude, not you necessarily, but you start thinking that the whole thing isn't worth it because you're not seeing the results. But the reality is you don't see results for like 6 months or even sometimes longer when you put in a lot of steam. And when you go down to the cold and don't do anything, 6 months from then, you're going to go through a bad time again because your return's going to be bad and you won't know why. And it's because of the 6 months back. At least in my that's happens to me. Where
that makes perfect sense.
If I'm even mediocre in my effort, it's a return of consistent return. I don't have a bad, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That was a huge comment.
Oh, I'm glad that helped you. It's hard to take to heart. So don't beat yourself up if it takes a while to get consistent because it's a hard skill to learn.
Well, you think I caught it on by now, but
it's
anyway,
okay. It's okay though. Yeah, consistency is a hard skill. You know when it's hard is when something comes up, like Molly's thing. She's been out of She had the surgery less than 3 weeks ago, I guess, and she even put a $1,500 order in because she used her time on the phone or whatever she could do, or doing the email, whatever she could do. And I think for me, that's been the same thing as like when I first brought the baby home, the kid home, right? People were giving me a hard time because I was staying after the work still. And people said, you should not do that. And I'm like, no, that's not the way this works. You know what I mean? You have to do that. I have to do that. This isn't like crocheting or
right.
It's something that has to be consistent. And I get grief a lot from family members because I'm so consistent. You know what I mean? They'll be like, you're like cultish, but I'm like, I'm getting paid cultish too, you know? You gotta, if you want.
Yeah.
Laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. Just great. That was a great live.
Oh,
and yeah, a lot of kicks in the head for me. So thank you.
Dawn. Thank you. I didn't have a chance to post it yet, but I got it. Thank you.
I thought you might like one of those. Amber got 2 of them. And I said, can I have this one? And she said, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to mail it to Lisa.
I do. And you know what? You're going to be shocked and stunned by this, but I'm actually coming out for the kickoff and I'm not going to Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Why are you not going to Disneyland?
Well, the kid's not coming with me. Not that I can't go by myself, but I'm just not going to spend a bunch of extra time. I'm just coming out and coming back. So
I got invited for the first time ever, and they're paying my whole thing.
oh, that's the way to do it.
They're
That's how
paying-
you do it.
They're
Yay.
paying. Me and Gay are
Wow.
me and Gay are sharing a room, but technically Gay's I'll be coming home during that time, but
That's awesome. Oh, so you're going, so I'll see you anyway.
yes,
Yes,
I'm going. I just won't be staying there. And
Oh.
but no, I'll drive in.
Are you close enough that you'd want to do that?
Yes, it's my mom. I take care of
Oh,
my mom.
okay. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, I'm close enough because the thing doesn't start, it looks like it doesn't start till like Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, I hope
So
so.
I'll go in, and then after dinner, I'll come home, and then I'll go back up. And on
Yeah.
the one day where it's really long, my other daughter will come help with my mom. And
Oh,
then that way it doesn't all fall on my daughters to
Yeah.
do it. I have 2 daughters that help, but it's a lot of work. But anyways,
Oh, no, I get
you
it.
understand.
I do now. No, it's
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that my mother saved her money. That's all I can say, because she's up at
Well,
this fabulous place, but it's expensive. It's $3,200 a month, and that would be it's out of reach for most people. But it's
my
so
mom has her
happy.
mental, it's her physical that's a problem. She just needs help
No,
physically.
but
Like,
up there it's both.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
there it's both. But I would just, yeah, my mom's is mental, and she's also using a walker now, so it's not like she has a lot of mobility either. But if she'd have stayed here, I was sitting here holding my breath the entire 15 months before she got up there. I thought for sure she was gonna burn the house down or kill herself somehow. So they said 24/7 supervision. I'm like, oh, but then telling her that, I'm scared of her still. I don't care if she's a little old lady. No, I'm pretty sure she could take me out. She is too.
luckily my daughter works from home. So for the most part, for my Avon business, once I get my mom taken care of in the morning, I go do deliveries and do all that stuff. And then
Oh,
I come
nice.
back. It works. Even though I'll be coming home, it's still, she's still to the point of, with my daughter's help and my other daughter's help, we got it covered.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
No, and I think the other thing for my mom is she needed the other people. because she's
Yeah.
staying in a place with 16 other older people. It's assisted living, not a nursing home. So they're doing bingo, and they have movie nights, they play bowling, they have all this stuff, and they go on little road trips. She needs that more than most people. So
That's all right. My mom
That's
has
worked out
Facebook, so that my mom takes care of it through
Oh.
Facebook. My mother's one of those that stalks people on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah,
now my
she
kid
tells
accuses
me
me of
stuff.
that.
She tells me about stuff that happens with my friends. Well, Dawn, you know the girl you went to elementary school with for 1 year. Did you see what she posts? And I'm like,
Oh, how are you, Penny? I see you on there. I saw you on Molly's too. I didn't get to mention all the comments because we were talking too much on there, but I saw you say something. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
You're welcome. I really enjoyed that. That was,
Yeah, and she didn't
Good
snot
luck.
bubble cry. She was going
Yeah.
for it though. Her chin was
Hey.
going. I'm like, no,
She was
no,
ready.
no, crying. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Donna and Lorona. Hey, how are you guys? So you ready to dive in and do a couple, because this is a short one because we do 45 minutes now. I want to do a couple, I do record it for Facebook espionage. Today is like one of the easiest days in the history of Facebook espionage because everybody has pictures of their kids or themselves in a costume that would make a fabulous, I do so many postcards now, but it would make a fabulous postcard or card. So what I'm going to show you right now is probably a postcard because that's what I'm doing the most of anymore. I go to the other browser for this now. Let's see here. Whoop.
Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters, Lisa?
We get none here.
Me
But
either.
we don't have sidewalks or anything. Where they all go, like where my mother is at the Villager, she's only 8 miles from me. They get hundreds because
Oh.
she lives on the main street of a little town that is twice the size of my town. And all the people from out here in the rural towns bring their kids up there because they can go to a main street where they stop at all these houses. So what they did up there was they had a shoot, and the residents of the villager made little ghost lollipops and drew faces on them, and they put them down the chute to the kids so they didn't interact with the kids because of the whole thing. They're being real careful, of course, but that was fun. She was the one that drew the faces on. She was funny about it.
Oh, cool.
She said they did like 500. I said, oh, that's not going to be enough, but that'll be a good start, I guess, because they literally get that many kids in the middle of town like that. Okay,
Wow.
so here we are on the SendOutCards landing page, and I will show you the prices after because I record this, so I want to show the prices. Is everybody here use SendOutCards already, or is anybody looking?
I'm still looking.
Still looking. Okay, Donna, do you use? I forgot. Are you a
Do I
user?
use what?
I'm sorry.
Do I use what?
SendOutCards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you already use it. Dawn, do you happen to use this? Okay, and Mary Ellen, you do.
I
Yes,
have
okay.
I have the unlimited.
Oh, good. Okay. So
No, I haven't sent you anything. I sent you regular stuff through the mail.
yes. Yeah, that's why I didn't know for sure, because this one was, the regular one. Okay,
What-
so I'm gonna go, I'm still gonna talk the whole way through it because this is gonna be seen by people who don't have it, so, okay. But their thing right now that they're promoting a lot is sending postcards, and that's because of the wow factor when someone gets them. So you're looking through your mail and there it is, bam. You don't even have to open the envelope to get the picture. And why I call it Facebook espionage is getting a picture from Facebook, which we need to go do first, don't we? And then putting it on the front of a card and saying some cute little thing. And it's so easy to do. Let me show you. It's like a couple minutes. I send quite a few during the day. I do a lot with the app on the phone because it's just as easy and quick on the app on the phone, but you also can do it online. That's John David Mann, the author, the co-author of The Go-Giver. If you haven't read his new book, by the way, it's awesome. Let me see here. Let's get a Halloween picture. Oh, I saw a whole bunch this morning. Now we're not going to see any. Please, please. Oh, that's John Stark. Let's see. Come on now. Where is a Halloween picture? Where is a Halloween picture? Oh, is that somebody I know? No, I don't have her address, I don't think. So, I mean, that's my main thing is finding the addresses. Make sure I have their address. Okay. I saw 6 million Halloween things and now look, oh, that doesn't look good. Yeah, somebody wrecked their manicure.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're already into November.
Now I see not one costume. What happened here? Oh, look it. That's kind of cute. Oh, I want to send that one. That's cute. I think I've got Connie Mallory. Let me check. Okay, so I open the app up and I'm looking to make sure I've got her before I do the card. Connie Mallory, I do have her. Sometimes I can tell, but I've got like 9,000 people in there, so I'm not sure. So I do. So that is cute. So I just saved it in my downloads. And you know, I don't come up with something that brilliant when I put it on the back. She put, sometimes it feels like somebody's watching you. That's cute. So I'm gonna put something like that. I always feel like somebody's watching you from the song. That's cute. So now I just go into SendOutCards, right? And then build your own. That's an up and down one like this. I usually think about that when I'm picking a picture. And customize. And then I go to postcard. Next. Ooh. Okay. That's somebody ringing my doorbell. That's funny. And then, oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to go in the downloads folder. Thank you. You can leave it by the door. Thank you. It doesn't matter. That's fine. You can leave it there. Thank you.
I always feel safer there. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Welcome to the chaos that is my life. Okay, so I clicked on upload a photo, and then in my download is that one that we just got, the cat one. Here we go. And look at, here we go. That's the front of the postcard right there. And now over the dog barking, I'm going to write, someone is watching you. LOL. Okay, that's all I'm going to put. Someone is watching you. LOL. I just put some little cute thing on the back. That's it. And then save and proceed to checkout. You know what this does? People do like seeing pictures that they post, right? Especially if it's like a funny one or one with them in it or one with their kids. But what it really is saying is, I'm thinking of you. I took the time, I was thinking about you, and I took the time to send this card. That's what it's really saying. So that's why it's effective when you're talking about sending it to customers and team members, because you took the time. You didn't just look at their post and move on with your day. You took the time to send them a card. And most people don't realize that you can send a card like this in like a minute, because even with the disruption, I'm almost done. Right? What am I, a minute in? Ready to send. And mine, I'm on a subscription, so it's included. Even the postage is included on an individual send card like this. So send. So if I hadn't been interrupted by the delivery company, less than a minute. But yet when the person gets it, they're going to be like, wow.
Yeah, you took all that.
You took all that time. Yeah, or at least they'll say, she took the time to do it. I have people, well, somebody sent me a message the other day, I thought was funny. It was the dog sitter, and she has her own dogs. And I just sent her a picture of her own dogs because she posted a picture on Facebook. And she said, thank you for all the times you go to the trouble to print out those pictures and send to me. And so she's thinking I'm doing them here. And taking one up there and send them. And in reality, is probably less than a minute of my time. But you can see how that would have a big impact on relationships, your team members, how it would have a big impact on customers. Because how many times do you buy from somebody and all you ever hear from them is when you interact with them for the sale, right? So if you want a customer to stay loyal to you, don't be that person. Be interacting with them beyond the sale when you're not expecting a sale from them. Just out of the blue, send them a happy fall card or any kind of celebration card. Like if you see that they're having a wedding or they're having, this sounds horrible, but one of my favorite ones to send is like the grief card when they lose somebody. And I go and pick the 5 pictures out and I put it on the card. Because there's one I like that has 5 pictures, and that really looks like you took a few minutes and made that for them, and then you send it. That usually has a big impact for them. But most people that you're buying from don't do that. So it sets you apart when you're the one that's doing that. Okay, and that would be true for prospects. That would be true for customers, or just building relationships where you don't know. I no longer sit here and look at somebody's post and say, like Connie, she's probably an Avon rep. I know I have her address. I'm not sitting here trying to sort out in my head whether Connie's going to benefit me somehow. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, I bet Connie would think that was cute if she got that in the mail. That's it. And that's the point of this with SendOutCards. It all rolls together with the Go-Giver thing. That's what I like about the Go-Giver Success Alliance. It helps me frame it because karma is what goes around comes around, right? That's good and bad. So if I don't worry about how the go around is coming back around, all I'm worried about is putting the good out there. That's it. I'm just
Yeah.
worried about putting the good stuff out there, and it does come back around. Maybe not from the person I sent it to, but it doesn't matter anymore. And it makes life so much easier. So when I'm looking on Facebook, I'm just looking for card opportunities. I'm not trying to sort out whether I think that person can or would buy from me, or whether they join my stuff or whatever. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking, I bet Connie would like that card. That's it. And especially when you're on one of the subscriptions where the unlimited individual immediate send cards are part of your subscription.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to sit there and say, is this going to be worth my $1.55 or whatever it is? You don't have to think about that. You're just sending cards because it's helps build the relationships. And I think everybody knows that, especially in direct sales, it's a relationship business. Because like with our main gig, they can really go down the store and buy shampoo and stuff at the store. Okay, what they're buying from you, they're buying the relationship. And actually, hey, Heather, that's actually true for real estate too. It's not that they can go down the street and buy it, but there are a lot of competition. So you want to be the one they have a relationship with. And they teach that in real estate because you're going to get referrals from them. They're probably likely to have another transaction with you if they have you and you stay top of mind with them. So it's building long-term relationships. They don't just do buy one and that's the end of it. You know, they do that not only real estate, they do that with cars. If you've bought a new car, they keep in touch with you after that sale, because many people buy a new car every 2-3 years, the ones that buy new cars. So they keep in touch with you, hoping that that second one and that third one will be from them too. So they want a relationship with you at the dealership. And that's much like real estate does that too. They teach that because it's easier to keep a customer than it is to find, it's cheaper to keep a customer than it is to develop a new customer. So, hey, Eileen, I saw you there too. Hey, oh, and Debbie Wood's on, hey. So let's look quickly at the pricing, because that did change lately. So I want to show you that. Where'd we go here? And I have a couple people lately that, so if when you sign on to SendOutCards, this is the landing page. If you go over here to account and click on account, it'll have pricing right here on the left. So if you click on pricing, you'll be able to see the different things that you can do. And each month you can change what you subscribe to, by the way, you're not stuck, okay? I think I was not explaining this good before, so I'll try to do a better job of this. When I say unlimited, I don't mean you want to try to stuff every card that you send into the unlimited free category. You probably don't want to do that, because you're going to get tagged for a compliance issue, because what the unlimiteds are for, they're for individual cards that you're sending, like we just sent that one, that you went for a specific person with a specific picture and it was a send immediate. What unlimited is not for would be if you're sending the same birthday card to 40 people in a month, or whoever it is, the same card, and you're just changing their name. That's not, that you don't want to shove that under your unlimited. Now, the reason it's still worth it is because of this discount. So look at this. If you're on the card a day, by the way, you can do pay as you go, which is a little bit more than this, but so any subscription you save money. But look at $1.75 per additional card over 30. So the $37, then you get 30 cards included in that, not the postage though, and it's $1.75 for each card over that. Now the 97 is the one that most people are doing, that do you know, a decent amount of sending. Not only do you get 30 system sends, but you get $1.50 on each additional system send. What a system send would be is if you're sending it to a whole bunch of people at the same time, or which would be a card that's the same. So like if you're doing an invitation to your open house to a whole bunch of customers, that would be a system send. Or like for me, for example, I schedule my birthdays the month before to be sent out the following month, and they make sure it arrives when it's supposed to on their birthday. That would be a system send. So you get 30 system sends included in that, and all the individual ones, like we just did with Connie's card, those are included. So unlimited heartfelt prompting cards and the postage is included. But it's still worth it if you do a lot of system sends, because even this one, see, you're saving 25 cents per card, the discount on the system sends. Now, I actually get this big one. You can see it says current plan. I get the big one because each time you go up, you're saving even more. This one's $1.75 per additional card over 30. This one's $1.50, which is still awesome. Okay, this one is $1.25. And look it up here, I'm down to $1 per system send. Now I send out probably this month, I think I have 470 birthdays. I'm gonna save my fee, my subscription amount, just on the amount I'm saving on the system sends, because I was paying $1.50 per card. So isn't that cool? That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But anyway, so you got to think about it as I think I was misleading you, and I didn't mean to, into thinking that unlimited meant every card that you sent can be shoved in as unlimited, and that's not true. Part of the benefit to this is that discount on the system sends. Okay, now some people I see try to make everything be included by sending them themselves and timing it themselves, like with the birthdays and stuff. But truthfully, your time is worth so much money that, to me, you're better off to send it as a system send and be happy about the discount than you are trying to shove everything into the unlimited category. Okay, and I know some of the ones that have been getting nicked by compliance, that's because they're trying to send out like 20 birthday cards a day that look the same. Even if they're a little similar, they're going to nick you for that. So, so you're better off, to me, is to have them send them so they arrive on the right time and just be happy for the discount. And then really take advantage of the heartfelt unlimited by sending what they meant for it to be, is like the Facebook espionage cards. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't want to neglect saying that, because I've had a couple people on our team get nicked for the compliance for sending too many of the same card. Now, one of the ways, if I'm sending a lot of the same card, one of the things I do, and you've heard me talk about this before, I'm sure, I work on more than one list at a time and only send 2 or 3 off the list per day. And I never get in trouble for that. So for example, right now I'm working, I printed out my campaign mailer, and I have 2 versions of the card I'm sending. It's not a buy from me card. It's I just got back from Orlando, thought you might like a sneak peek of the products card. Okay, that's what it is. And so I printed off my campaign mailer list. I'm sending 2 of one version of the card and 2 of another version of the card. The cards are totally different, and I'm sending 2 of each per day. So I'm going 4 at a time. I'm already up to 119 cards I've sent out, and all of these were included. So I'm just doing a couple a day. If you're going to work your list, I do that all the time, because to me, it's still worth it to having some cards go out about everything I'm doing, because that's going to be 4 people today that get cards from me in the mail that wouldn't have. Does that make sense? So I'm doing 4 on this one. And then this list is, this happens to be my HempWorks database I printed out, and I'm doing a couple off of this one every day. And then this is people that asked for information about selling Avon that never did sign up. So in SendOutCards, they have this great thing called groups. And I have a group for, I call it Avon info only. So they asked for info, but never did sign up. I put people that, like, when we got leads, when we bought leads or were given leads, all of those people are in here for the last 12 years that I've been doing it. So like, see, my list is pretty long for prospects. And I'm already got about 70 cards sent just doing a couple a day. So it adds up pretty quick. And you know what's funny, that particular card is, let's see, I've got it here. I had a post on social media. I do see your questions. Let me answer your questions here. Let me just finish the card first. Okay. I had a post on social media that ended up being my most commented on and most emoji post ever. And it was the then and now and then challenge that Avon did. And I only did it because they promised that they were going to give free stuff to some people. And I thought, hey, I might get some free stuff. I'm doing that post. And I made the post way too long, and I knew it. It was way too long. I was very surprised when it took off. And there was like 500 and something emojis, hundreds of comments. And so when that happens, though, I think to myself, how can I reuse that, recycle that information or that post that I took the time to write? How can I also do that? So I did screenshots. And so the inside of the card is just the screenshots of that post divvied up. That's all I did, screenshots, and I edited it down to fit. So this was the beginning of the post, and those were the screenshots of the words I wrote, and I just shoved it on a card. And then back here, I put what currently are the options for the kit and the URL to sign up. And I like the way I worded it. Whether you're looking for pocket money or to build an Avon empire, you can start your journey here. And I put my URL. So that's what I did. But I'm sending that to all those people, a few at a time. Now I haven't sent anything to that list in a while, so I'm getting quite a few of them back. And I don't mind that because that cleans the list for me too. And I have gotten recruits already from it. And because I'm only sending a couple a day, it's in my unlimited. So I'm not spending money, I'm getting recruits from it, and I'm cleaning my list. Okay, Eileen said, for those of you that are new to SOC, I have switched up my level of sending with no problem. SOC is great about making changes. Yeah, their customer service is very responsive too. I like using the chat feature on their website. It's easy and they're very responsive. Larona said, Lisa, how did you print out your campaign mailer list? I didn't see where I can print out the list. They don't have an option on the site. What I did was when you pull up campaign mailer, if you right click, you just point the cursor anywhere on the page and right click, it'll give you the option to print, and you just print and it prints the whole list out for you. And it's not pretty necessarily. It prints all of the, so this is it. It prints like the border and all that. So it's almost like screen printing the whole thing. And sometimes it cuts it off at the top, but it does print the whole list for you. So you just right click and choose print in campaign mailer and it'll print it for you. Hope that helps. Oh, good. She said, got it. Yay. So, but that's what I do. And I have, heard me talk about that before, the app on my phone that's called Streaks, like when you run around naked, Streaks. And one of my tasks that I can check off is each one of these lists. So I put 2 cards to this one, 2 cards to that one, and 2 cards to this one. And that's what I'm doing. You know what's funny? The other ones I've added lately is I send my mother a postcard every day, and now I'm sending to 3 more of the people up there at the assisted living place because they don't get any mail. And I know it's like summer camp, you know, the one that gets the most mail wins. So One of them up there, I was there and she was talking to me and I said, Evelyn, do you get much mail? And she said, no, but why would I want to get mail? And I said, because it's fun. Mail is fun. And the other lady I send mail to says, she sends pictures. So I'm going to send her some too. But for there, all I needed was their first name and last name because they all have the same address. So it's awesome. Sometimes I send them a cartoon. I went into education.com and made a word search for the villager. So I put stuff like bingo, porch, stuff that they, the van, stuff that they do all the time together, and just made a word search for them. So I do stuff like that. I put little cartoons. If I do a color page, I'll put that in the front for them. And I'll just say, just thought you might like to see this, or I'll take pictures when I'm up there and send it to them too. They also have, the villager has a Facebook page, so I take their pictures and send it to them too, of course. But that's always fun. So if you have somebody like that, that's even in a nursing home or assisted living or away at camp or something like that, grab your app and send them a postcard, because that's always awesome. So Heather, what were you hoping to learn about today? Is there something I can help you with?
No, the timing doesn't work for me on Thursdays when you have your other ones. So I saw that you had something so Mondays work good for me. So I need to get in the habit. Like you said, yeah, the streaks might be something I do because I'm always like, oh, I should do it. And my phone, I don't know, because I have an iPhone. It's user error.
No, I have an iPhone.
Good at other phone.
Do you have,
Yeah.
Are you having trouble with the app? The SendOutCards app?
This is what I have trouble with. And it's when I'm on my phone or my iPad, I go, and I haven't tried the postcard, so maybe that's it. But when I go to, I post everything and I do everything, there's no way, like on a computer, there's the thing, I don't know what it says, but it's pink and it says like next page or save or something like that. And it doesn't work when I work on my iPad. So it's like, for me, I have to be at a computer to do it. And I'm just rarely at a computer.
I want, because I'm on the iPhone too. Let me just make one and see if I can see what you're talking about. I'm just going to send a random picture, so don't think I'm weird. A random postcard to you. Actually, of my kid. I'll send a random picture of the kid to you. But is it so? It's not where it's between when you make the card and when you're going to the people. Because like I just put this on the front.
Okay.
And then up in the right, it says save. It is a little bit different, but you just have to look around. So I save it. And then I go over and I can write on the back. And I'll just write hi. And then you save it. And then it's this, this may be where what it is on the app is there's a little paper airplane up in the right.
Yeah.
That's what you press. That's what you press to go to the next page, and it creates the order. I bet that's what you were getting.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm not doing.
The little paper airplane says to go to the next screen. I don't know why that's supposed to be intuitive, but it's not, right? So a little paper
add
airplane.
Contacts.
Now, right, and then add contact.
Okay, it'll come up.
You press that and then select contacts, and then you pick the person that's already in your. So I'll press you here. Yeah. So so it was add contacts and select contacts. Then at the bottom it says continue. I bet it was that paper airplane, wasn't it?
It might be that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for on the regular, the computer, you look down and there's always something on the bottom that says, I don't know what the word, next or something like that. I could never find it. I put the pictures there, but I could never get to the next part.
It's the paper airplane.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how, I can't speak for why that meant what it means. I don't know. Maybe
so that would be the same thing you think on the iPad would be the same thing. There would be a paper airplane.
I think so. I'm not sure because I haven't tried using it on the iPad. I've only used it on my phone.
See, that's
But-
what I've been needing, seriously, because I have so much time that I'm sitting. I wait for people and children all day. So I always have this, but I could never figure out. So
Well,
this
try one now. Try one right now. Just a
Yeah.
quick one to me. Send me one.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
works. Yeah, I just
Okay.
sent one. I just sent one really quick to
Oh, good.
somebody.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
from
I think it's
Halloween
the-
yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
the paper airplane thing.
So as long as you have your contacts loaded in, which is good, you know, or even you can add them. So I think that's it. Yeah, I'll have to, because I'm watching you on my iPad, but I'll try the iPad later. Because that
I
was
think it's
always my
probably
thing.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same because the iPad would be the
And the
app.
iPhone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Eileen said, I make the card on my phone and have to finish it on my laptop.
That's what was
And I cannot
happening to
edit it.
me.
But why is that you cannot edit it? Because you should be able to. I have an Android, but I can easily do a system choice card. I'm not sure why that is, Eileen, because you should be able to.
Yeah. On the Android, it has a check mark at the top left corner. And it says, you know, like what you want to do, but like after you do your edit, you have to click on that check mark
Oh, okay. That saves it.
to make it, yeah, there's no
Go to the
save
next-
button. Yeah, because
May-
it took me a while to figure that one out.
Maybe the thing to do here is just start pushing, just start pushing whatever's
I do
there.
that clicking thing.
Right, because what's the worst case scenario? You're gonna end up sending a card to somewhere you didn't mean to or something. I mean, it's not like your iPhone will explode or something, so just press it. But I think that's probably it was the envelope thing. But what I did was when I first got the app, it was stupid because I wanted to send them on my laptop because I'd been doing that for years. And I thought, well, everybody's switching to the app on the phone. And if I could just get a handle on that, I can see how that'd be useful because when I do my laptop, I have to be at home to do it. And I could be doing it on the phone all the time. That would be awesome. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to make myself do 5 a day on the phone, whether it's here or there or wherever. I'm just going to make myself do. And once I started doing it, now I can do them in like a minute. But
That's
it was
what I
making myself do it so many a day. And the Streaks app did help me with that. I think that Streaks app is like free or cheap. Yeah, I don't think it's more than like $5 or something like that. So that might be, that helps me because it lights up and goes ding when you get your task accomplished. So believe it or not, that makes a difference in my world. I get to hear the ding. Yeah, I don't know why that's helpful, but it is. So, but yeah, the phone is just so much easier because also if you're doing this with the hopes of having other people do it to cover your expense or to make money, however you want to look at it, to be able to show it on the phone is awesome because, whoop, okay. To be able to show it on the phone because when you're out talking to someone, you can take a selfie with them and show them how quick it is to send them
wow.
the selfie. You know what I mean? So that makes it showable and doable when you can do the phone. I like that about it too. So anyway, that's awesome. Well, I guess I know, you know what I'm doing next. Buckle your seatbelts, everybody. Me and the kid got to drive to the vet and get some pills for Kissy. Yes, I'm still doing quickness and surprise. Believe it or not. But the kid needs like 40 hours of driving time. So the kid says, can I drive down to the vet? Okay, it's like 20 miles each way, which is awesome. So yeah, thank you for coming on. A Monday is better. And you know what? I just couldn't help myself because I have a love of send out cards that Scola uses it as much as I do, but she loves Shuffle more than she loves send out cards. And it's a betrayal of my marketing. I happen to love send out cards more than I love Shuffle, but I use send out cards so much and I have for so long that I like to talk about it. I like to make the cards. So I think that's why I'm still going to do Mondays with send out cards. And I think she's going to do, I'm going to pop on over there too, of course, but Mondays, I think a lot of people couldn't do Thursday, like Heather couldn't do Thursday. So this happens to work good. And I did it right behind Monday Morning Madness. So yay. So thank you, everybody,
You-
so much. Go ahead, Doug.
I'm just sitting down and focused. I know Monday afternoon, I'm always sitting and focused and getting my week ready. You know, by Thursday, who knows what I'm doing? It just
So
takes
next
too long.
Monday, tell me, even start out with maybe a card a day on the phone. See
Yeah.
if you can get that one. And then next Monday, tell me if you were able to do that, because get
I
the
think
app and then
honestly,
do-
the postcards for me, like because I'm in my head so much, I'm like, I gotta have this, and then like a pretty font and a pretty
I'm coming in
color,
right
and
now.
it's like, I don't have time, you know?
well, and they
This, I
don't,
just
it
sent
doesn't,
one
the
plain,
person getting it is not thinking about your design
Right.
skill.
yeah.
All they're thinking about is, oh my God, they took the time to send me a card, because no one
Yeah.
does that anymore. And I'm thankful for all the people not doing anything, because it makes us look like
Right.
superstars. So,
Yeah.
and they think, wow, you're thoughtful sending me something. And that's what you want really with team
Yeah.
members, customers, you know, people that you are interact with. I think that's, you know, means a lot to people. I was even, when I was in Vegas, I was sending them to the person I was with. I was sent, right, I'm taking a picture with her and then I turn my back and send it to her, you know, and it's funny because I'm just so used to doing that now. So what were you gonna
Oh,
say?
I
Donna?
did have one quick question.
Yeah.
I don't know, and maybe it's to contact them, but I thought you talked about, I sent something to somebody. I sent a card and a gift and it never got there. And then I looked and they said that the address wasn't right. It was right. So then I just sent them the card and that got there. Is that just something you think that was a glitch in the system? I wasn't sure if I should go back and try to send them the gift again.
I've had that happen before, and usually SendOutCards is the biggest sender of mail in the country, believe it or not. They are hooked up directly to the Postal Service. So if maybe, even though the address was correct according to the person that got it, somehow the Postal Service wants it in a little bit different format.
Different way. Okay.
So you may want to go on USPS.com or .gov, whatever it is, and check to see if that's how they want it, because they will give you exactly how they want
The
it for every
format.
address. So it may have been
Okay.
that. It could have been a glitch. I've had that
Okay.
happen before, but
Okay. I mean, it wasn't
sometimes
just a
it's a
baby
glitch.
gift. Somebody had a baby and then I saw that, like, again, I don't send mine to get a thank you or anything, but I was just kind of like, I was
What happened?
surprised that, you know, I
Yeah.
was like, did you guys get the gift Sean and I sent? And she's like, no, what gift? And that's when I
Oh.
went back and I checked and it
Yeah.
never, you know, got delivered. So
There is
then I did the
tracking.
card and the card
Yeah.
worked.
There is tracking. You can, look
Yeah,
for the
yeah, I
gifts too.
saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sometimes it tags them because, and I've run across this in all the companies I've dealt with, I'm sure you have too. Somehow the person believes that what they're giving you is their correct address, when
Yeah.
USPS wants
It's
it in a
different.
different format somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like
Yeah.
that's true here, where some people put South Stark Highway, some people put Stark Highway South on my street. And believe it or not, the post office has some special way they want it. So if you look on USPS.com, you should be able to
Yeah.
find how they want
And
it.
it's just how it's a machine that reads the address, you know, so I'm
Right.
sure that's.
Yeah, so it could be that, or it could have been a glitch, but that's unusual.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we
Thank
do
you.
get, if it's just the card, we do get it back if it's wrong. But a gift they don't send to us, I think that goes back to them.
That goes back to them.
Yeah, but they usually credit us for that too, though, so. Well, okay, I'm gonna put this up. Did you have something to say, Dawn, though? You were,
I'm just gonna ask how the driving was going.
how was what?
The driving.
Driving.
Driving
Oh,
going.
not bad. Because of the whole shutdown thing, he should have started driving lessons like 6 months ago or 8 months ago.
Mhm.
But the company that we had signed up for went under. And then by the time that happened and I found out, we couldn't get to the other ones. They were full. So now the next opportunity, I think, is February. So we're signed and paid for February. So, but I'm thinking, why not get in the driving hours now? Because we have to have like 40 driving hours or something, and like 10 of them have to be at night. So
Oh.
I've been letting him drive a lot. I think we're already
Is that
at
just to
20.
get, is that just to get into the school?
No, No,
Oh, okay.
that's to
the
get the
state.
license. We don't have to start driving now if we don't want to, but I don't see why not. Why wait to then? You know, I don't like to be the one teaching driving though. That is not my. So what we're doing, what we've been doing is we don't go that far. We go the high school and back or Duncan and back. But because we live so rural, the high school is 12 miles from here. So it's, you know, it's not nothing, but I try to point out something different every time we go. So, you know what I mean? He finds out this lever's for this or this lever's for that. So we try to cover some of that stuff. So maybe he'll have a leg up when he goes in. But like, I do not want to teach driving. Like I did not want to teach swimming. I hired somebody to teach him how to swim because that's never a good. My father tried to teach me how to drive. One time out, I pulled over and I said, no, that's it.
Yeah, my mom, same with my mom. My husband taught me to drive, or well, boyfriend at the time, but taught me to drive. But my daughter, I taught her how to drive, delivering Avon.
Oh,
I told her, if you want to learn, then we're gonna deliver Avon. So you drive me to all the stops.
sadly, that warms my heart.
That's how she learned to drive.
As one of your upline, that warms my heart. No, here they actually make you, if you don't take driving lessons, you can't get the license till you're 18. So we're better off because I want him driving. To me, there's like minimum requirements for you to get out of my house. Swimming and driving. I know swimming doesn't sound like it should be a thing, but swimming and
No.
driving were two of my main things because I guess because I know adults that don't do those two things. And that just has not worked out good for either. You know, I don't know. So anyway, we got the little Dodge Caliber that I had from before, and that's what he's driving. He doesn't drive my van though, because
Yeah, my daughter learned to drive. My daughter learned to drive in a van.
oh no, I don't let him drive my van because if something happens while he's learning how to drive, because I messed my mother's car up when I learned how to drive, I need the van. I don't have another driver even or whatever.
Well, she didn't.
So.
She pretty much never got to take the van by herself. It was pretty much with me until she got her own car.
Oh, nice.
Now I
Yeah.
drive her. It's funny. Now I drive her car because she's got the brand new. She has a brand new.
Oh, that's nice.
She has a brand new Chevy Equinox that is amazing. I love that car, and so I drive that car occasionally.
I'm lucky he doesn't want to drive mine and I see why, because when I drove the little car, it's like twice as big. The van's like twice as big and it's intimidating when it's like driving around a garbage barge or something when you're driving the little bitty car. So going up to the van, so he doesn't want to, so we're good. But that's what we're going to do right now. And thank you very much. And I'm going to put this up on YouTube.
Thank you.
If there's anything you need in the meantime between now and next Monday for SendOutCards, just message me and I'll help you. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.